you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, I am standing as the new vice chair of the trustees. I am standing in for Lisa, the vice chair, Lisa, the new chair. She unfortunately, just found out she's not gonna be able to make it tonight. So I will run the meeting today. I'm gonna call the meeting to order at 6 PM on the dot. Oh, my phone's in my car. And do I have a motion to accept April's meeting minutes?
So moved?
Second.
All in favor? Excellent, okay. So first I just want to welcome James and Howie. Even though the election's not official, hasn't made them official yet, they will be new members of our board of trustees. We're very excited to have you guys. Ellen, we ought to thank you for your many years as a trustee and chair. And Wayne, you the same, many years of your dedication to the library and to the vice chair to the trustees. We appreciate you very much. We have a little something for you later, but because we kind of all came in later. Anyways, we do have little treats for afterwards. Sorry, James.
Virtual treats.
But I wanted to make sure we introduced James in the beginning because I know he can't stay on the whole meeting. So thank you for coming. We appreciate it. We're excited to have you join us. And just so you know, even though we haven't officially set our meeting, we do that at the end, but it's typically the second Thursday of every month.
June's a little weird.
Oh, June's a little weird. I think we already set the June meeting.
Yeah, we did.
You have it?
Yeah, it's Wednesday, June 21st.
That will be your first official meeting. After the election, you two need to come see me in the town hall to get sworn in, or else you can't participate in that meeting.
It's just you and Ellen. It's not
Yeah, it's just,
it's not
Raise your
scary.
hand. you have to bring $10,000 each.
That tax price went up a lot. I didn't realize that.
So yeah, normally it's on a Thursday, but we're gonna do Wednesday, June 21st, just because of Andrew's vacation schedule. So just so you make sure you have that information. All right, so I don't have a Friends of the Library here.
So, yeah, she was by, I think she's had a lot going today, so she was pretty exhausted.
It's fine.
Yeah. I can tell you that me and Lisa and I were over sorting books in the library
Nice.
today.
Excellent.
Most everything that's over here right now has been sorted. There's a few late coming.
Oh, yeah,
things
that's
that-
nice collection.
Yeah, so, and there's a lot over there. So we're gonna just keep doing that. They've got a key, they drop by. I went over there today for about an hour. So,
Okay.
I know that's going on. I don't know, I don't really have anything about events that they've held.
How are people dropping the books off? Into the
Yeah,
library?
just during regular.
Regular hours and stuff. Last year we did we set up times over at when we would be in the garage when people could drop off, but we decided not to do that this year, just because it's too hard to coordinate schedules to have multiple people there at one time.
If they get things, crates that are all sorted in that, and we get more things in, then those things will just get fed up. Put aside, so.
Right, so there's less.
And we actually have most of it sorted in the directory, maybe like 3-4 boxes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Doing all right so far.
Okay. So then that brings me to Andrew, Director's Report.
Let's see. Director's reports. Staff. So we had a staff meeting. Thing I was gonna go over with that is I did talk to everybody about the internet use policy and patron conduct policy. So we went through those two specifically. We have everything posted, or excuse me, the internet policy posted now. At the sign up sheet and at the desk. So we had gone over that. I gave everybody a copy of the circulation policy because there's some things that have changed. Namely that we're a fine free library now. And so there are aspects of that policy that need. Not just that, but other things. Different durations for checkouts. So the staff's looking through it, I'm looking through it. we're gonna go through that in June, actually June 12th. Everybody, well, a number of staff are gonna come in because of the dumpster. We're gonna start emptying the garage and
Yes.
rectory. I talked to Jack, and it's pretty much part of the Yale Harvey contract, so it's not gonna cost anything to get the dumpster.
Really?
Ah, wish we had known that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So well,
So,
we know now.
yeah, and so we've got it for the week. Dump as much as we can into.
Why did the seniors rent a dumpster then?
They have one. They,
Oh, that's right.
that we have, one. It's there all the time. It's picked up every week, every Friday.
Oh, but didn't someone say the seniors rented a dumpster from,
Maybe because it's a permanent one.
It's right there.
no? Okay, maybe someone I thought we were talking about renting the dumpster.
Yeah, I believe, yeah, because we've talked about this,
I know.
but, yeah, I was surprised.
Well, that's great.
Maybe you could have a good old fashioned barn raising to get the garage fixed up.
Maybe. I mean, there's,
Down.
yeah. Either way. I know structurally, like, it obviously leaks because the things that were in there. Damn. Whatever. So that day, the 12th, we'll be doing that, and then following up with a meeting a little later, of the staff, and that's some
Okay.
cert policy, and then in July, I think, we do a meeting in July, but not August, is it?
Last year, I think we skipped July and did August, but
Okay.
it varies, whichever one you want to do. It depends on, at the time, I think we didn't have anything to do with the strategic plan, so I think we pushed off
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
August. But, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind of like, and usually we to skip December too.
Right. Twice a year.
We're gonna use that excuse anyways, you know.
It's a busy time for
It is,
everybody.
right.
And if there's nothing pressing on your agenda,
Right. Yeah,
I'm away that second week in July anyways.
maybe it'll be August, and that's when we'll do the cert policy.
Okay.
We'll talk policies, because that's.
Okay.
Oh, I also talked to Darren Simpson, I don't know if he's part of the fire department, but he
Yeah.
does CPR and EMT instructor. That didn't sound like that was gonna cost anything either in terms of doing. Yeah, doing the training.
the seniors.
And he
Yeah.
said that you can do,
Oh, really?
no. He said you can do more sort of involved, like longer training, or there's another one like an hour and a half, and this is kind of the basics, and so that's probably what we need. So really, at this point, it's just figuring out staff. Doing that. and getting good. So I'll reach back out to him. Let's see, meeting up with everybody individually on catalog Comcat. So I've met with 2 people already. Better by doing.
Yeah.
Finishing off the evaluations and one-on-ones will start this month. Already mentioned the dumpster. Just a reminder of the other things I mentioned. Paragraph there that the library is closed on Saturday, May 27th, which is facilities.
Can you just make a note to me to email Katrina about the dumpster, only because she reached out.
Oh. That's right. In fact, I should have mentioned it to her because I saw.
Only
it.
because she reached out to the dumpster companies to take both.
Yeah, in fact, I wanted, well, I was gonna give them a quote, but I was here, so, let me mark down. Yeah, I should have just mentioned.
Yeah, that's fine.
The picnic tables themselves too.
It's already back.
They're already back,
Wow.
and I never got a quote for them in the first place.
Maybe did it pro bono.
Yeah, well, it was a little weird. I don't know exactly where he's coming from at this point.
Before you jump to the next thing.
Yeah.
Did you hear back from World Band about,
Yes. Yes, so, I've got, Tony, one of their techs coming in.
great.
Yeah, so he's coming in this next Tuesday because somebody, patrons, I guess, had messed around with the catalog. Computers up there. They wound up getting other things, loading things out. This is ridiculous. So Tony is gonna come in to take care of those on Tuesday. Got 2 other tickets open, one for security and another one.
Like firewalls.
Well, yeah, I mentioned that, filtering, so I said, I don't know what the town's doing in terms of what their setup is. You need something, potentially for the kids, maybe more secure than the adult ones, but.
Well, the adult one should be secure too. Because
Yeah,
I
no.
don't want people going to places that they shouldn't be going to at a library,
Right.
whether they're children or an adult. They,
And I don't know
they
how it
shouldn't be
works, like,
doing
if there's a
anything like
particular
that at a library.
range of filtering that out.
Yeah, I don't know how that works either.
Personally, I don't have a problem, but my friend from the MDC said many people have issues in library. So it's almost better to just filter.
Yeah.
From there.
Right.
So I said, okay, fair enough. So that's, those 2 tickets are open. I don't know when those are gonna be. I'm gonna assume pretty soon. I don't know if it's part of I said to Lonnie, I said, we're kind of tied up against it for the year, budget wise. And so I said, let me know if there's a cost.
It's part of our regular service.
Regular service.
Should be.
I would think so, yeah. So. Yes, and I'll have them do the ones down here, the 5 that are down here, and then the 2 children's with us. And so the tables, yeah, so they're back, and the picnic tables. Yeah, and it was, I had talked to him and he had said they would come by and pick them up, and then I called him back and said, I need a quote, if I can get a quote. He had no quote for me and hadn't gotten me a quote, and then the next thing I knew, the tables were gone. I'm like, okay. Now he's talking about if we purchase an additional table or 2, that he would reduce the rate of what it costs for those 2. But I don't know what any of this is costing.
So, I mean, we've worked with him before. Certainly not out to get us as
No.
far as money.
I feel like the last time was around 200 maybe.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I don't remember, but
Yeah, I'm
we've
thinking,
got to purchase another table anyways, aren't we?
yeah, and we were talking about getting what, 2? Right.
Go
So
for it.
might as well.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't want it to land in this year's. I'd rather it, like, if we're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, but don't the friends usually pay for that?
Capital.
It could
I
come
would
out of
think it should,
relocation.
should come out. of
Absolutely,
renovation.
I think we
They
did
were a
last
little,
year.
waffly, to put it that way, about
Where
purchasing.
paying it.
Doing.
I don't blame them for wanting quotes, but it's not like we're gonna go to another vendor to do it, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, I can't speak for the friends, I'm not.
But he's always been great about when we needed them redone, he's redone. And he's
He
redone.
does a nice job. They're beautiful.
Yeah, they're looking great.
You know,
We'll figure it
maybe
out.
you could email Katrina, explain to her what's going on, tell her it was brought up at the trustee meeting, and that we, we just would love it if she could reach out, send it to just her. If she could reach out to her board members, maybe they can have like a vote amongst each other, without waiting till the next meeting.
He told me he would get back to me. If
Because
not, I'll
otherwise,
reach out again.
Yeah,
And
because
what I'm
otherwise
gonna
we
do
wait
is
till the end
tell
of
him,
May, another couple
Listen.
of weeks for their meeting.
give me a quote for what those were. And then if you do have this idea to reduce them, give me a second. For all of it, for 2 additional tables. And finish. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it should be in the.
I don't think it's gonna be, it seems to me it should be relocation costs.
I think so too.
And they can't really. Right?
True.
Right.
True.
Well, hopefully.
You're right, the relocation fund is different from their.
I mean, that's a finite account. I don't know if they know that that's really just because of the relocation. It's not the sort of thing. It was never meant to be a continuous.
And it's not, no one's adding to it, so
No, no.
it's just,
Like, when it's gone, it's gone.
right.
We should be.
What did we say?
There's about 9,000.
9,000, yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. Which is
Pretty good.
plenty, right?
Um, so, Monica's been doing some landscaping because. Superhero. And, just, she actually mulched this week. So, yeah, and any addition. Payroll sheets. National Grid bill, hallelujah, was like half of what it was before.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think maybe things are getting a little less crazy. Did we ever talk about, I just thought of this, we talk about getting a bike rack, we talk about not.
I did say it in one.
And what was it, do you remember the conversation on that? I only asked that because I had people lately, you know, and they just parked. Didn't know if.
There should be a bike rack.
Something.
Yeah, about that.
I mean, I don't know what happened. But I just thought,
In a spot where. It could be
back.
it
down
could be
that.
back there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know? Yeah, I don't think up front here.
No.
I think maybe ours better. Anyway.
I think it's a good idea.
Look at the cost. Budget, 20,574 spent in April. Spent 93,79.79 on operations for the month and 11,194 in salaries. 83.3% of the total budget's been spent through 10 months, so that means that only not 11.9% of the operational budget remains.
Yeah.
Two larger areas for the month, expenditure were in contracted services. That was because of the gun keeper, which is an annual subscription, 100, and janitorial. Steve, and then books, that line was higher because of databases, which I have everything else. Coming up, some ancestry and programming, lower expenditures for the month. Been pretty economical with that lately too. Stinks. You know. We're coming to the end of the year, and then this next year, now that the budget approved, the numbers are looking promising.
Yeah.
Programs, everything seems to be going well. Story times, been very busy, crazy.
Crazy. I had a conversation with my itty bitty people this weekend. They want me to add another one. And, and they don't even care if it's the same thing 2 days in a row. They said they all would still. And I would get more. They don't care.
Wow.
They were like, you can do
Just
everything.
one time
So be it.
Don't
Yeah.
think they do.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe
Yeah.
if it's already done, no harm in doing anything.
You continue those for the summer, I forget.
I do itty bitty through the summer, but it's kind of more sporadic, but now I'm trying to get it so. It might not be every Tuesday because I have like read around the towns plan and stuff, but it might be like on a Thursday morning or on just a different morning.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, I'm definitely.
doesn't sound like they would care.
They don't care. They said they don't care. And it's huge. The groups have been
Yeah.
huge. I mean, this week, Tuesday, I had a wait list of 50 people. 50
Wow.
How many
I know.
actually were here?
I think there were, what, at least 28 kids
Yeah.
that were
Probably
here.
what, 14 families?
Yes, I would think so.
14, 15 families?
Yeah.
You know, we could really use an extra room. They could have. Wouldn't that be lovely?
Everything else, I mean, we said, every time she comes in for public story time, that's always got.
huge.
I said all the story times are doing well. Let's see. Clubs, I mean, all the numbers in there. Diane Edgecombe was
Yeah.
big, yeah, Deb Hutchinson was at the numbers.
Huge.
Amazing.
Yep, Chef Rob still
Yep.
strong.
Can you just make sure that Diane Edgecombe is not on night of a friends or a trustee meeting. I don't know, I was lost.
How it keeps happening that way.
Wait,
The past 2 years. it's
She
been-
didn't yell, so she didn't yell at us, but I went upstairs after our meeting and I was chatting with Tara and we were just kind of joking about it. She said, oh, yes, the people downstairs can get so loud. And I was like, my God, like, we're just having a meeting. You know, like, so
I remember the opposite, somebody up there doing some
Yeah.
really loud.
Yeah, but it's just her, and you know, she's like, she goes, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be doing this, but I have to. And I'm in character. Like, sometimes I get startled by the noise downstairs, and I try very hard to stay in character, and I was like, okay, Diane.
It was just her.
Absolutely.
You know, for creativity, you're right. Sometimes I get startled, I was like, okay.
I won't go through the May program schedule. You can look at that on your own. Projects. So tonight we'll go over the collection development policy.
Yes, that is on
It was
the
just
agenda.
cosmetic things.
Yeah.
Everything was. I didn't know, and I said, well, we could do like one each meeting. Do we need to, do we need to revisit all of those policies? If they're,
I think you should. So
so
if you
maybe,
do one
Yeah.
every month or every 2 months, like
Right.
you would introduce it 1 month and
Right.
finalize it. And just keep them on a cycle.
Right.
You're always looking at them sometime.
so yeah, my idea
Yeah, it's not
this
bad.
time would be, because I thought, well, some of these are short. So maybe what I would do is this next month, we'll do, we can go over the internet policy to see if there's
Yeah.
anything unusual there needs to be added in, and then the patron conduct policy, basically the two staff.
Okay,
But those are short, so maybe do those, two, and then the next, whatever, next one's July, August, we'll do the circulation, that's for the staff.
okay.
Job descriptions, I don't, did we want to talk about going through those at all? That's something down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not
I
gonna,
mean, we're in a state of flux now at town hall with HR leaving and the administrator leaving. So I think it should be the job description should be a collaboration. Those types of people.
okay, yeah.
Okay,
Did they figure out the diverge here, the HR issue, because I know she's leaving.
She's leaving on the 18th. That's all I know. I mean,
Yeah,
there are
and then
people
that
that know
meeting-
how to do payroll.
I don't know why we're on that email, but that meeting was basically saying it was canceled, right? That email that came out today.
I think Jody made a mistake when she was putting participants in and she hit town amended by mistake and sent it to everybody. So that's why she deleted it right away.
Yeah.
She probably created another one that we won't see, but
Right.
that was why she deleted it right away, because it went out to everybody. Don't put town of Mendon unless you put town of
Really want
Mendon.
everybody.
go name it.
So I did talk to Amy over at the senior center about senior abatement workers. Was it Kathy, she said, Kathy and a couple of others who are closing in on the 90 hours that they are allotted.
Okay,
So, but she said that she'd been waiting to sort of bring in more seniors on because
it was so late.
post-COVID and that, there just didn't seem to be a lot of interest or people that having. So she does know some people that she's gonna be in the fold. Once that happens, I said, just let me know so that we can start to have some seniors.
One of my coworkers reached out to me because she wanted additional hours in my office,
Oh,
but she would definitely be another candidate for you. She's.
all right.
And I don't know if she's on Amy's new program yet,
Okay.
but she reached out to me, so,
Yeah,
because I asked her if she wanted abatement hours, and she said, yeah, that'd be great.
all right. That's
So,
wonderful.
her name's Sue Edmondson.
Is that, that's Kevin Rutten's, right?
No, that's Sue Edmonds.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's,
That's why,
Yeah.
okay.
No, this one's a different.
okay. All right, great. We already talked about the Friends book sales, so there, I did talk to, David Quinn. And then,
So,
yeah.
did
Oh,
he
sorry.
get back to you?
Yes, he did.
Did he tell you he's leaving?
No.
Geez.
So I only heard it because I saw a post, a tweet from Dr. Maruschak
Yeah.
saying that he's going to be his new assistant superintendent up in Sandwich.
He's pilfering.
We knew it was in progress, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It has been,
Oh, has it?
but the thing is, Dave he's got enough experience, he just got his doctorate.
Yeah.
So he's looking for assistance.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
And it's
No, I mean, good for him, but I'm just thinking.
So-
He's actually starting a number of things that are,
Yeah.
he's been the driving force. Specializing in super.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the innovation. Yeah. Yeah.
Technology.
Yeah.
He's doing.
So he had looped in, or was trying to loop in some teachers and
Yeah.
that, art teachers, DECA teachers, CS teachers. So he looped them into the email. So
Okay.
this is kind of what we're looking for.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he said, any student interested in the project would likely need a professional mentor to help guide them, give them feedback, tech savvy, will get students a certain percentage of the way there, but the atypical for student to be able to, I think, act independently. If anyone has thoughts or suggestions, please get in touch with Andy. So, did get in touch with me. I haven't heard from anybody offhand, but
But at least he could have just brushed it off and
Sure.
said,
Sure.
I'm leaving and I can't.
well, we're looking for maybe the students to help with the figure.
What do you see here?
I see.
Wow.
I see.
Hey, Chuck. Yeah, so, and if there is somebody, that, I mean, I just wrote him and I said that. If it seems like there's somebody who'd be a good fit, that'd be great, and I can sort of give additional details. Do that. See where that goes, and if not, I don't.
Do you guys use any special stuff?
Wow, not really.
So what-
We have a site that is, I mean, it's
Fine.
antique.
What's it called? Word?
It's WordPress.
WordPress.
But
Yeah.
but it's, I mean, if you look at our site,
Yeah.
the weird thing is that, I don't know if they mentioned this, this guy, like literally a day later, he's reached out to me. Because he works with municipalities and libraries. Not necessarily in Massachusetts, he gave some libraries to look at the sites. He was asking them. So, this is what we're looking for.
Interesting, because Brendan also emailed me and Dan about revising our website.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe
Did you reach out to the town or something?
he just reached out to, no, it wasn't this
Oh,
revised guy,
yeah.
but it seems to be on their radar too, to redesign our website.
Yeah, I mean, ours needs a move. I mean, I'm still gonna take a look and then I'll probably be back in touch with.
They're civic,
I
we have the low end on.
Is that expensive to do a whole new update?
I don't know.
I don't know, I mean, like, there are themes you can use, although every time we try to change themes on the page.
Yeah.
So, just the look, she wasn't.
Yeah. I like the way our website, like it would be the banner through, you can bullet points. just-
Right, and in some cases, like that automatic banner wasn't
Right.
there anymore, and, yeah, I mean, some of the things like. You have to keep scrolling down the
Right.
page,
Yeah,
length,
right,
just choosing,
kind of-
so, you just have to.
yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Town news, library's budget was approved last Friday. Yeah. I did notice, well, I've
We
noticed.
didn't realize we were at the meeting until.
Yeah, I know, that's so
And then-
funny. I looked over because I'm like,
Oh, God. Like, we totally would have been like, we'll sit with you or. sit
Yeah, well, I always sit on that end because that's where the non-residents.
Well,
Oh.
it used to be.
Yeah, is
Might
that
be
not the
more,
case
because we have
anymore? 'Cause
clickers, you
we've
can
got
sit where
clickers.
you want.
Oh,
Oh, right.
oh, yes.
They did, yeah.
They did.
And we have to allow them to.
Right, yeah, if they didn't want me there.
We could have said,
Raise-
get out.
We could have raised it, you would have cried. Yeah, it's a little interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some interesting,
The
interesting things.
the matching and non-matching figures. All I noticed was up on the screen was also in the booklet on the one page. That's what's been approved. And
Right.
it's close to the breakdown, you know, the individual
Yeah.
departmental breakdown. Not exactly. What is it? The
Yeah,
department breakdown.
yeah, it's.
Okay, how I'm not, yeah, I'm not gonna go into it any more than that. And then, like I said, the issue to me at this point, I did get a clarification that money really is, the idea is put it down as state aid,
On the timesheet.
right, and then they enact that transfer
Exactly.
post.
That's fine, because we approved that.
Yeah, absolutely. Regional news, Hopedale. Coming
I'm
up.
shocked. I didn't know there was that close to
No.
functioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did hear that, so like, I talked to, Christine at one of the events.
And so when I, you know,
She's
Sue
a
Evans
trustee.
was talking to, Bernadette, sorry. English, and she said, well, they were gonna put out like a preemptive poster, like, you can't do this if you can. My thought was, I guess, you know, we could put out a preemptive poster, but I don't think that Hopedale residents don't have the idea that this is the case at this point. I think it's kind of getting out there. So really, if this doesn't go through, if the override doesn't go through, we just need to be very careful each time somebody comes to the counter, check what their home address is.
Did it pass their time?
That's coming up on next week, Tuesday.
Oh, I thought Tuesday was their election.
Oh, I
That
thought
was
it was.
last week,
It was last week.
that was 2 days ago. Sorry. Hopedale?
The town meeting or the election?
The election was 2 days
No,
ago.
the election's first.
Town meeting is on Tuesday, right?
Did it pass the election, the ballot box?
That's the town meeting.
Oh,
All we voted for was like,
Overrides have to pass both.
we haven't had a vote.
so would that be post?
It's like
So if
over
it
the
passes town meeting, you'll have a special election. Gotcha.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right.
That's what we were all,
That's even worse.
that's all I thought. You mean you already voted?
So we just need to be very, if that's what happens, we need to be very careful. And,
We didn't do anything special when Millville went down tubes, right? We didn't.
no, I mean,
weren't
we
able to-
basically, the only thing was eventually we put up a poster, I think we had a poster eventually after the fact to say the libraries that are not certified may not check out materials. I mean, people can still come to programs, obviously. They can still use books in the library, but they can't check out.
So, using their Hopedale library card, you mean? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean, if they're a hotel resident, they cannot check any materials out.
Even if they come and get a tap public library card or no?
Because they have.
That doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Hope it's the address.
Oh, that's too
Because if
bad.
that was the case, then every town would be like, oh, well, they residents can just go to the library and take books out.
So
Yeah.
back when we.
It is.
Oh, I did not realize that. Okay.
Back,
They just have no. And apparently from
It's
what
another
Christine was
school,
telling
isn't
me, that if the over. Teachers, administration, senior center, every.
It's like we were.
Gone.
They tied all of it in. Yeah, exactly. So 2008, he had the issue.
Yeah.
And I don't mind saying this because this is what Upton was doing. They were suggesting at that time that if our residents weren't able to check out books,
Big.
they could go over to Upton.
And that's.
Do you remember this?
I-
And I was not happy about that.
It took that.
Well, you can do it, but you're advised not to.
Right.
Right?
It's
not
illegal.
illegal.
It weakens the.
Right.
It weakens the,
Right.
yeah, because then
Yeah.
every time say, well, I'm not gonna give you.
Right, what is
my
that?
budget?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so then what happens with Hopedale doesn't reopen and everybody just filters out to.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
So I'm crossing fingers that somehow, yeah, it was through. Last thing under regional, so we did get our second installment of state aid, 673048. And that's,
Pick them back up.
yes, yeah, and, we received, earlier, I think it was 6,000. It's about. It was needed. Could have been a little less. As far as the budget goes, the budget report, I don't have too much to talk about there. As you can see, there's still money in contracted services and the supply line. There's still money in the fuel line, so we can pull for National Grid bills, pull from there. I think we'll be all right. We just need to continue sparing, at least for the next couple of weeks. I think,
You know what to do.
what I want to do is if we're going to purchase anything, we'll be purchasing in the next couple of weeks. But then I have to, once we get to June, we're purchasing because I have to make sure.
Don't want to be one of those still prior year people.
No, we do not. So that's it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh,
Sorry, I breathe in, I breathe out, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Tinkerbell. So. One thing I want to say to.
No worries. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, to bring it up.
yes, you too. Oh.
Oh, that's not right.
Okay, okay.
It doesn't want-
We'll go towards whatever the next year. Yeah, so, yeah, you too.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Well, just so
See you guys.
Thanks.
We have a couple dates.
He's not.
You do.
home.
Thank you.
And I think that wants to be done.
Thank you for
Oh,
everything. You're amazing.
You guys are the amazing.
And I'm just gonna give you a hug, because
Because we
I
do
love
each
you.
other.
Call me tomorrow. I will. All right, bye.
Thanks.
Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye, Annie. Bye, Chuck.
So library policies,
It's really just a collection of development policy and since.
yes, you did.
So, like I said, just some cosmetic things I changed. Importance as a historical record.
Yeah.
But it was wording, it was nothing else, and it was a couple minor changes that way. But not the content. It's all the same.
Okay.
Just-
Did everyone have a chance to review them? We reviewed them last meeting. too,
Yeah.
so.
And as I said, the two things that were added in. Last which was a request for reconsideration. Recommendation versions.
Right.
So we have those.
Do I have a motion to approve the policies?
So moved.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
I,
Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'll put down amended and approved
Okay.
tonight's date. And then,
awesome.
Perfect.
which is good, because that needs to be.
You put the date on it when you post it.
Yeah, yeah, so I mean,
The
this,
website probably timestamps it anyway, right?
oh, it might, yeah,
Yeah.
but it's actually already in the document, so, I think it was pretty, 2014.
Long time ago.
It's a long time ago.
Before my time.
Yeah,
We'll be reviewing policies more regularly.
yeah, well,
Under the new administration.
Oh, it's fine.
You can have
I'm trying to remember if that was like a sort of thing where you need to have done it, or that it should be done like every 5 years or 7, I don't remember.
I don't know, policies, in general, I think, even my own office policies, it's been 2 years because I do it during the election years.
Yeah.
And they're all bad, all of
Yeah.
them. So it's best to just keep, dig one out and keep them on the cycle.
Yeah.
Say, okay, it's
So
time for this
every
one.
policy has an annual review and,
Right.
Yeah,
you know, maybe that's the day it changes and we keep
Yeah.
moving, but.
We're doing it at this point because it's part of the strategic plan,
Right.
but it passed.
Well, then you can say, you know, updated as of, even if you didn't make any changes or approved as of, and that way, you know.
Yeah. Like these next two I'm gonna send out, I don't
Hey, Chuck.
really have
Bye, Chuck.
anything. We'll see you, Chuck.
I didn't want.
That's okay.
okay.
Yeah, so I don't foresee a lot of changes in these two. I'll send them. And allow for everybody to just kind of take a look, provide feedback if they see something missing, they believe should be included, and then bring it to the next.
Okay.
But hopefully approve them if they're. That's it.
All right, are there any topics that were not anticipated within 48 hours of our meeting?
I have two. One for James and Howie. If you could give Gabrielle your personal email addresses, because I don't know how long it will take for the town to set you up with an email address. And you want to make sure that you get on the agendas and
Right,
you're getting the mailings,
right.
okay? And second thing is for the board going forward, Andrew, in his contract, it says that we should be giving him yearly goals. And we signed that contract about a year ago, a little bit
Yeah, that was
more.
about a year ago.
So you do what you want. It's my suggestion that you come to a meeting where Andrew has some goals, you guys have some goals.
Okay, yeah.
And I believe we took out annual reviews out of the contract, but more about goal setting.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to remind everybody that, you know, it's a decent contract, and if anybody needs a copy, I'll be glad to email it to them.
I did email Elena this the night this.
Well, I don't know, I didn't look. I know Lisa didn't copy her on the agenda.
Who was that?
Elena.
Oh, right.
She's away anyway,
Oh,
so she wouldn't come. But,
I'm gonna go back. and
Yeah,
take a look.
definitely not.
I thought I did something.
yeah,
Thank you.
And then the election is next week.
Tuesday.
Okay, all right. So,
Okay,
yeah, and if I can eventually, so that I can send.
definitely, yeah.
Thank you for calling in during the candidates.
Oh, you're welcome. I didn't want to like voice it, so I just sent it in the chat.
It was perfect.
That was great, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But what else? 48 hours. I don't have.
I don't have anything new either.
That was all except that I want to say thank you very much. Andrew, you are. a
James, you
gem
want
to
to
the
put your
town.
email in your little chat? You can do that.
Well, the two of you.
Thank you.
I did, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I am. It's good to move on. It's good to get fresh people. But I couldn't ask for a better crew to work with because you just make it our job so much easier. And the town is very lucky to have you too. Very lucky. I wish more people
We're
realize.
gonna let them know it.
Is that under the new administration?
It is.
Get ready.
So we do have. Or we
You
go.
want to adjourn?
Yes, so Sean, did you get a chance to, see what Lisa had,
No.
she has behind the desk?
No,
You could go do that.
It's down there.
just go look at it.
Yes.
Is it a go? Is it a go?
It's
So can we officially adjourn then and we'll
Yes.
have our little celebration?
Could
All
you,
right.
before you do that, can I just ask you, if you're sorting through the books and come across some nice Santa or Christmas? books?
Of course, we always
I
do.
know
You know what, we had a holiday box over at the.
We always-
yeah. Well, specifically Santa.
No, no.
No, maybe just Christmas.
Holiday.
Christmas,
Christmas.
holiday.
We can look at-
Thank you.
I didn't even think about
Is that resident Santa?
Stop recording.
Nice off.
All right.
At some point.
So we're officially adjourned at 6:45.